Much.
Thank you.
When the ball drops in 2014, is housing about to drop too? We're already seeing signs, rising mortgage rates hitting home sales. And next year, the government is doing something to make getting a mortgage even more expensive. To real estate lawyer Shari Olefson on what that is. Shari, thank you for joining us. So tell us what's going on. Housing's been very hot lately. Are you saying maybe the run is over?
Housing is slowing down. We got off to a very, very quick start at the beginning of the year, the first 6 months. The second 6 months, not so much so with prices and with sales. But here's the issue now, Eric. First of all, we've got Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and FHA starting to have to make good on deals that they made back in 2008 when they got bailed out with taxpayer money. Remember, all of those borrowers defaulted. Fannie and Freddie and FHA were behind, either guaranteeing or insuring all these loans. And so now all these new rules that they agreed to are coming into effect that go to the things that add to risk. So we're talking about credit scores, we're talking about down payments, we're talking about maximum loan amounts, and the insurance that homeowners pay for. So the bottom line there is borrowing for a home is going to get much more expensive and much more difficult for average Americans.
Sure, but also much more safe for the institutions that are backing the loans, right?
Well, here's the thing. You know, the pendulum obviously had swung way in the wrong direction with subprime lending, and look at where we ended up. I think that to some extent we're in the opposite direction right now, because these were sort of punishment loans that were, punishment rules that were really issued back in 2008. We're in a different situation now. I mean, Fannie Mae last year was the third most profitable financial institution in the country. So clearly they're doing okay. And the other big problem is that these new changes now are coming at a time when the Dodd-Frank rules that were written back in 2010 are also starting to take effect. So January 10th, there'll be a whole other set of rules, one of the most well-known of which is the qualified mortgage rule, that will also come into effect, making it even harder for folks to get loans. So I think we're going to be in the other direction for a little while.
Now, rates have been rising. Do you expect that to continue as well?
Yeah, well, probably up until in the fives by the end of the year, particularly with the Fed announcing the tapering yesterday. But, you know, still, rates are still at a historical low. So that's not really the main roadblock. The main roadblock to housing, to be truthful, are these new rules, but also wages, which are just not rising.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Shari Olefson, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Leonardo